Welcome back to Awesome Possum Hobbies and Games. I am Chris, and we have Magic release this week of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. This is the Commander Deck, Grand Larceny. Let's go ahead and open it up. Check it out. Yes, it's release week. Outlaws of Thunder Junction. This was one of the newest Commander decks. This is Grand Larceny, which is black, green, and blue. It includes a sample booster pack. Plus, it has 2 legendary traditional foils, which actually it's not really traditional. We'll see the reason why here shortly. On the back, you have Gonti, the Canny Acquisitor. That's a weird way of saying. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what's on the inside. Underneath, Grand Theft Desperado. Let's see what's inside. Go ahead and put that in the recycling. Inside that, the trusty little cardboard or black envelope. We've got the Outlaws of Thunder Junction, nice little sample pack. We'll open that here afterwards. And we get a cardboard box, which I always put these right in the recycling. And we get a nice little spin down counter for playing Commander. Just goes up to 40, which, you know, if it's going to 40 is one thing. Unfortunately, only going to 40 is not very useful. Unlike the ones from other sets, this is ones from Fallout. It's the Wise Mothman. These don't have any kind of designs. I guess Wizards, for the non-special releases, just go with the normal black. Let's give those to people at the game store because I don't use them. Inside here, we have a nice little pamphlet about what's going on with this deck. We have Grand Larceny playing the deck, Commander rules. And of course, a little information about the actual Commander, Gonti, Canny Acquisitor. Let's go ahead and toss that in recycling. On the actual little sleeve here, just a couple of cardboard cutouts, +1/+1 cutouts. Toss that. And, of course, let's go ahead and open up this thing. Zoom in. And just use a trusty knife to open this up so don't damage the cards with the little pull tab. Doesn't work half the time. One side, you got the popular formats of Magic, and when you flip it over, you got on your turn, which if you've been playing Magic, you know what happens for your turn, but of course that's for new players. We got the Wanted poster. So Wanted, before the game starts, you have to shuffle at least 6 unique bounty cards into a face-down pile. At the starting player's 3rd turn begins, and reveal the top bounty card. Claim the revealed bounty during your turn and collect your rewards. As the turn begins, if no bounty is being offered, reveal the next one. If the pile is empty, shuffle all claimed bounties into restock. If the bounty went unclaimed last turn, increase its rewards to the next level. So rewards are, you create a treasure token. Number 2 is create 2 treasure tokens. Number 3 is create 2 treasure tokens or draw a card. And number 4 is, which is the max, create 2 treasure tokens and draw a card. So let's go ahead and go over those 3. First one is, let's see, is different than what was my last one, so that's good. Bounty, the Outsider, at the beginning of your end step. If you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, this turn, collect your reward. Bounty, Agora, Tash, and Silas, at the beginning of your end step. If all opponents were dealt combat damage this turn, collect your reward. And the third one in the deck is Frankie the Fang. At the beginning of your end step, if a player with the most life or tie for the most life this turn at the beginning of the turn was dealt combat damage this turn, collect your reward. And of course we have some tokens. This is Treasure, Eldrazi Scion, Manifest, Eldrazi Scion, Treasure, Boar, Treasure, Boar, Manifest, Boar, Treasure, Thopter, Manifest, and Thopter. So those are the tokens for the deck. Let's go ahead and flip it over and go over the actual deck itself. So first card, zoom in just a touch. Gonti, Canny Acquisitor. For 1 black, 1 green, 1 blue, 2 colorless. It's a 5/5. Legendary creature, Aetherborn Rogue. Spells you cast but don't own cost 1 less to cast. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, look at the top card of that player's library, then exile it face down. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and any mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. So it's just like Gonti of Lord of Luxury, except just a lot better. So go on to the next card. Felix 5 Boots. This is a black, green, blue, and 2 colorless 5/4 legendary creature, Ooze Rogue with Menace and Ward 2. If a creature you control dealing combat damage to a player causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. One of the things I've noticed in this is they don't include any of the thick stock cards, which is great because I've never used them before. But one of the things that we are seeing is the main commander is that full art foil. Man, that's gorgeous. Look at that. That's wonderful. It's the only place you can get these. I highly recommend picking up those decks just to pick up those. First card is Thieving Skydiver, which is a reprint. I'm only going to stop on the new cards, or if there's a card I don't know and I want to check it out, I'll stop and read it anyways. Next card is Sage of the Beyond, Ghostly Pilferer, Diluvian Primordial, Stolen Goods, Curse of the Swine, Dazzling Sphinx. Here's a new card, Arcane Heist, 2 blue, 2 colorless. Sorcery, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from an opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into their graveyard, exile it instead. And it has Cipher. Cipher is, then you may exile this card, encoding it onto a creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, its controller may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying its mana cost. That's pretty cool. Smirking Spelljacker. This is another new card. 1 blue, 4 colorless. It's a 3/3 creature Djinn Wizard Rogue. Flash and flying. And when it enters the battlefield, exile target spell an opponent controls. Whenever this card attacks, if a card is exiled with it, you may cast an exiled card without paying its mana cost. Mind Dilation, which is a fantastic reprint. Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Predator's Hour. Brainstealer Dragon. That's a cool reprint. Cunning Rhetoric. Thieving Amalgam. Here's a new card. Orochi Soul Reaver. 1 black, 5 colorless. It's a 5/4 creature snake ninja rogue. It's got ninjutsu for 1 black, 3 colorless. You pay the cost and then return an unblocked attacker you control to a hand. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand tapped and attacking. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and manifest the top card of the player's deck. Manifesting cards is you get to put a card from the top of their deck onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. Next card is another new card, Thieving Varmint. 1 black, 1 colorless creature Varmint. It's a 2/1 Death Touch and Lifelink, and you can tap to pay 1 life, add 2 mana of any 1 color, spend this mana only to cast spells you don't own. Another new card, Heartless Conscription. 2 black, 6 colorless, sorcery, exile all creatures. For each card exiled this way, you may put that card for it as long as it remains exiled, and mana you can pay any mana to cast that card. And you have to exile this card after you cast it. Nashi Moon Sage's Scion, Baleful Mastery, O-Ring Frostfang, another great reprint. Savvy Traders, a new card. 1 green, 3 colorless, 3/3 creature human citizen. When this card enters the battlefield, exile target permanent card from your graveyard. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Spells you cast from anywhere other than your hand cast 1 colorless, less to cast. Tower Winder, another new card. 1 green, 1 colorless, 1/1. Reach Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield, search your library and or graveyard for a card named Command Tower. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Kazur, Ruthless Stalker. Silent Blade Oni. Hostage Taker. Eldritch Spymaster of Trest. Fallen Shinobi. Cold-Eyed Selkie. Siphon Insight. Extract Brain. Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Baleful Strix. Culling Ritual. Vanity of Sanity. I'm sorry. Thief of Sanity. Villainous Wealth. The Minoplasm. Plasma Capture. Whoa. Ink Dot. This is for a Ukamai Stalking Shadow. Hey, Wizards. Quality control. That's not great. I'll set that aside. Blade Griff Prototype. Chaos Wand. Dream Thief Bandanas, which is a new card. 2 colorless mana, artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, look at the top card of their library, then exile it face down. For as long as it remains exiled, you may play the card, and mana can be any type to cast a spell for only 1 equip cost. Oblivion Sower. Overflowing Basin. Drowned Catacomb. Temple of Deceit. Temple of Malady. Dark Water Catacombs. Fetid Pools. Yavimaya Coast. Viridescent Bog. Exotic Orchard. Underground River. Woodland Cemetery. Sunken Hollow. Temple of Mystery. Hinterland Harbor. Flooded Grove. Darkslick Shores. Twilight Mire, that's a great reprint. Llanowar Waste. Slither Blade. Whirler Rogue. Trenton Shorewalker. Feed the Swarm. Shilahana Ledgewalker. Rampant Growth. Kodama's Reach. Void Attendant. 3 Visits. Oh, that's another great reprint. Man, before this printing, 3 Visits was like still sitting around $3 to $5. This is a great reprint. I can't get enough of that one. Trigon Predator or Putrefy. Doc Aruk. Grizzly Genius. Arcane Signet. Darksteel Ignite. Felwar Stone. Prismatic Lens. Soul Ring with fantastic artwork. Command Tower. Reliquary Tower. Access Tunnel. Demir Aqueduct. Opulent Palace. Island. 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 Land. Island. Swampland. Swamp. 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 Forestland. Forest. Forest. And a last forest. Okay. So now that we've gone across this deck, let's go ahead and check out the Sample Collector's Booster Pack. Let's open it up, check it out. Inside here is advertisement. The breaches, the Blast Maker. This is the wanted, otherwise known as showcase. This is 1 red, 1 blue, 1 colorless. It's a 3/3 legendary creature, Goblin Pirate with Menace. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, flip a coin. When you win the flip, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. When you lose the flip, Breaches of Blast Maker deals damage equal to the spell's mana value to any target. And Decisive Denial. For 1 blue, 1 green. It's an instant. Choose one. Target creature you control fights a target creature you don't control. Or you can counter target non-creature spell unless you pay 3 colorless mana. Or they pay 3 colorless mana. So there you go. That was Grand Larceny. This is all about stealing cards and generating mana. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic week and keep it rolling.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please take the time to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to stay updated. Have a great day and keep them rolling.